let's have a real conversation. Because for us, being tired is on a whole different level. It's not just about a long day at work or just a long day. It's the push all day tired. It's the planning every route tired. It's the mentally navigating an inaccessible world tired. So, if you've ever felt completely drained and couldn't quite explain why, this video is for you. Today, we're going beyond the push to talk about real, sustainable energy for life in a wheelchair. And folks, this is an important video because we need to understand our energy and what happens to it. What happens to it? Where does it go? First, let me talk about physical energy conversation. So, how we move matters. How we move matters. Are you using short, choppy strokes to push? Or are you using the long circular movements to push yourself in a manual wheelchair as we had previously reviewed? Because there's a big difference between one and the other. You know, that's like revving a car at every stop. The push and choppy ones. It burns fuel fast. And instead, focus on long, smooth, gliding, circular strokes on your back wheel. It uses your momentum and saves your shoulders, which is really important because in manual wheelchairs, you go through those shoulders quicker. And soon you'll realize that your shoulders are for naught, and then you'll have to transfer over to a power wheelchair, as I had to do. And check your gear. Are your tires properly inflated? Underinflated tires are like pushing through sand or quicksand, even worse. A quick check can save you a massive amount of energy throughout the day. Plan your path. You know, the route with the smoothest pavement is the best one. So fewer inclines is your best friend, and fewer potholes, as we've talked about before. In our go, go, go world, rest feels like a luxury, but for us, it is absolutely necessary. This means getting quality sleep at night, yes, but it also means scheduling a strategic pause during your day. After lunch, boom, I'm done. Truly, I'm done. So I just come in my room, turn off all the lights, close my blinds, and I'm in bed for at least an hour. This isn't laziness, folks. It really isn't. It's smart energy management is what it is. So you got to figure out those moments in which you can take a break. After a big push or a difficult transfer, take 60 seconds, breathe, let your muscles recover. So that is one of the objectives, is to let yourself recover. I just did a whole change of a power strip, which I'm going to regret later. Just changing from this power strip over to this one, I know I'm going to pay the price. So, and this includes your pressure reliefs as well. So changing from your wheelchair to your recliner to your bed also helps that. It also counts towards pressure reliefs. We all know we need to do them for skin health, but think of them as a mini energy reset. As you lift up or lean, take a deep breath It's a moment to interrupt the tension and fatigue that builds up in your body. So just sitting in one position can be taxing for anybody, but especially for us because we do it all day long. Propelling wheelchairs is an athletic act. It is. And you wouldn't run a 5K without the right fuel, would you? You know, athletes, they feed well, they eat the right things, they drink plenty of water. And what about us? So why would you roll through your whole day empty? Why? Focus on foods that give you steady energy, lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats. So be careful with the empty carbs. And hydration is critical. So, woohoo, there you go. So, dehydration makes your muscles work harder. Remember that. Keep a water bottle attached to your chair at all times and make it easy to access your sippy throughout the day. Really. And that's why I talk about cup holders on wheelchairs all the time. Probably bored about this about this time. I know this might sound crazy, but exercises can give you energy. And that doesn't mean, heroic exercises. It means stretching, gentle stretching, pushing chairs all day works our chest, our shoulders, and our biceps all day long. For those especially who use manual wheelchairs, of course, this leads to muscles in becoming imbalanced and cause pain and fatigue. So the solution, we need to work the opposite muscles. So those of us who have gone through the system, are given from our therapist exercises to do, stretching exercises, gentle ones. And with bands, we use special bands that they give us in the colors of red and yellow. I used yellow because my shoulders are in crappy condition. So focus on exercises that pull shoulders back and strengthen your upper back. And resistant bands are amazing for this. Seated yoga can improve flexibility and reduce pain. So building these supportive muscles means your pushing muscles don't have to work so hard, and you won't increase your pain or an injury, which is worse. So, all right, mental energy. This might sound like the most important part or the least important part, but the mental workload of living with a disability is huge. You know that, I know that, and it drains us a lot. So, because we're constantly having to plan, we're constantly having to work with our family and understanding what we need for that day or the next day. So every time you have to figure out if a place is accessible, every time you have to advocate for your needs, every time you have to deal with an intrusive question, that, folks, takes energy, and a lot of it from us, not from anybody else. So you have to protect your mental energy as well, fiercely, as your physical energy, fiercely. Sometimes you just have to roll away. Sometimes you just have to give it up, and that's okay. It's okay to say no, to plans that completely drain you. If you feel in your gut like, no, I can't do one more thing, that's okay. It's okay to choose the easier route. It's okay to more accessible option that's easier for you to get through, to get in. It's okay to let go of trying to do everything, especially everything that everyone wants you to do. Celebrate the small wins, practice mindfulness, relaxation, and give yourself grace, give yourself peace, give yourself space. You are doing more than people can even imagine on a daily basis. So, managing your energy is about more than sleep, of course, because sleep doesn't fix everything. It's pushing smart, resting strategically, fueling right, moving with purpose, and protecting your mind. Don't go crazy. Yeah. It's a holistic approach to demanding life. It really is. And, after lunch, I absolutely shut down. I do. I just, boom, I'm done. I get out of my chair, I rest in my bed, and I'm done. For at least an hour. At least. And if I need more, then it's more. I want to hear now from you what you do to survive your day. What do you do to conserve that energy? What do you do to save your spoons? What do you do to re-energize yourself so you can finish your day? Just one thing. And I think if everybody just puts down one thing, then that will be a great resource for everyone else. Because this is community. This is not just about me giving information. This is about you and you and you, also pitching in and sharing your nuggets of wisdom. All right, folks, that is it for today. And I just hope that you can just continue to roll on.